Hi!
I'm Josh Elliott.
I'm Molly Irwin.
And I'm Cameron Dose.
Today we are going to be reviewing Thoroughbreds.
It's about two teenage girls named Amanda and Lily. Stuff happens, and more stuff happens. Lily wants to kill the stepdad.
Amanda does not feel anything.
Amanda doesn't feel anything.
Yeah.
Lily feels everything. But
She's
that just
overdramatic.
basically means that she's a human being.
I really liked this movie.
I did too. It was really short.
They hit every beat that they needed to hit. There
Yeah.
wasn't like filler or anything that happened that I didn't think needed to happen.
I'd like to point out like my main problem. Amanda feels nothing, right?
Yes.
But then Lily is supposed to feel everything, and that's how it's advertised. But I thought kind of in the movie that wasn't made clear with Lily's character.
You mean the performance?
Yeah, or maybe even like just her actions. She didn't seem to be overly feeling.
I don't think that like held the movie back though.
No,
Because I
but
don't think that was the main point
it
of
didn't
the movie.
hold up to its promise.
I also
Because-
didn't see any trailers for this though. I just
Really?
went and saw it. It was pitched to me as being Heather's type movie, and I was like, that's very interesting. And this, I didn't think there was any comedy.
I think any comedy comes from sheer awkwardness.
Yeah.
Going back to Anya Taylor-Joy's performance, I think the reason hers doesn't come across as well as Olivia Cooke's is because Anya Taylor-Joy is such a subtle actress. Like, when I first saw the trailer for this movie, my immediate impression was I would have had them swap roles.
Yeah.
Olivia Cooke is also great as Amanda, and the two
She's
have
great.
an infectious chemistry with
Yeah.
each other.
I looked up the director, and he hasn't really directed anything else. So like seeing this movie was like crazy. I'm so happy that the zoom is coming back. In the past like decade, there hasn't been a whole lot of zooming. But there's one shot in this movie that's maybe like 3 minutes long at the very, very end, and it's just slowly zooming. It's making you so uncomfortable, along with the sound design and the noises that's happening in that scene.
That music, I don't even know how to describe it.
Ritual,
kind of
very
almost,
ritual-like.
ritualistic African drums. But then there's like these heavy
And
breathing.
it was
It's like
used very well because there's moments where like there's nothing at all besides them talking, and just immediately the music would kick in and like really sets the mood and the feeling of what's happening in
and
that
it's
scene.
unsettling.
So another character in the movie is Tim. When Tim first shows up, I was like, this guy's an asshole. I hate this dude. And then later on, something happens where you're like, oh, like I feel bad for Tim. Tim is being used right now.
Rest in peace,
Rest in
Anton
peace, I was
Yelchin.
about to say.
And then we have to talk about the father, obviously. The actor that played the father, it was just kind of a standard stereotype. Strict dad.
Well, what I was gonna say
But-
is the whole movie she's talking about how she hates him and how she's awful, and I'm like, he hasn't really done anything.
He not only gives her no attention, but he makes the mom give her no attention. Because I have in my notes that the parents are dehumanized to like place us in the mindset of the characters to make us hate them, but sometimes the monotone acting comes across as amusing when it should be more unnerving.
It was also really weird that the mom was only in 2 scenes in the whole movie. She was at a dinner scene, and then she was at the part where she's tanning in the tanning bed. And so
Yeah,
you don't
and the
really see the
spa.
relationship with her and her daughter at all. So that really adds to it as well, that they're not really there for her daughter.
Everything felt isolated around the two girls. It felt like a play.
Have either of you guys seen the Alfred Hitchcock movie Rope? This movie kind of reminded me of that.
It felt like an Alfred Hitchcock movie.
It also gave me a lot of like Shining vibes as well.
Like the tracking shots.
Yeah.
Let's go to spoilers.
Yeah, okay.
We're going to spoilers.
Spoilers. Okay. There's such irony to the fact that the girl who doesn't feel anything ends up being the one without blood on her hands.
I think the thing that like really made the movie for me was the ending where Lily drugged the drink. She's like, yeah, I put drugs in there, and she's like, and like chugs it. I was like, no! After she's knocked out, Lily's just like, yeah, I'm gonna do it. The whole shot is just zooming in on Amanda the whole time. And you see Lily get up, go to the kitchen, get something, and then go upstairs. He has like a rower thing upstairs,
So
and you hear that going, and then it just stops. And the scene like kept going, and it keeps zooming in, and then you see her come downstairs, and she's just covered in blood, and I was like, this cannot get any worse.
So Amanda, you kind of think, oh, she's gonna be the psychopath, because at one point in the movie, she like is doing her hair so that she looks like Lily, trying to emulate these facial expressions, which is what a psychopath does, because they don't feel anything and they're trying to pretend to be someone who does.
What's funny is that by the end of the movie, you've sympathized with Amanda, and
Oh,
Lily is
totally.
now the horrible human.
Yes, that's what...
Because Lily is consciously aware of everything she's doing, whereas Amanda, I'm pretty sure everything Amanda did in the movie was for someone else. She never
Yeah.
did something
Oh,
for
yeah.
herself. She killed her horse because it was sick. She does the fake crying thing is for other people.
Even the part where Tim like pulls the gun on Lily, like Amanda's the one that gets the lamp and breaks it over his head, and she's the one that puts him in the bathtub, and then he wakes up. He's like, "Why are you doing this?"
Yeah. I just want to say that with the sound throughout the movie, that water rower sound was a prominent. Oh,
Even
the dad's
moments
home.
where it's not important, it's still
It's an
playing.
undercurrent.
Yeah.
Just like the music.
There's a specific scene where it's just like black, you see nothing, and you just hear the noise, and it goes to the next scene, and you're like, okay. That
It's
was
this oppressive force.
Yeah, and they never show it. It's always just, it's upstairs.
Maybe that's another factor in how they try and make you hate the dad, constantly playing the sound over
Yeah.
and
It's
over again and
annoying.
associating it with him.
There are a lot of mind games that this director has chosen to play on the audience.
This is definitely a movie that does very well with paying off like all the stuff they set up in the beginning. I don't think anything was like just thrown in there
No.
to be thrown in there.
This movie is very dark, clever, witty, a little funny at times, but always awkward, unnerving. It makes you feel an array of emotions. It's not the type of movie that I can see myself getting super emotionally invested in, but it's an amazing movie to analyze and to think about. Corey Finley, this is his first movie directing. He did an awesome job, so I'll give it an 8.
Yeah. I am a diehard fan of Heathers, and I know you guys were saying that it's not too much like Heathers, but it's kind of in the same genre of Heathers that I really enjoy in a movie. I'd say like Get Out is kind of the closest thing that made me feel the same way. I'd give it a 9.
It's so well directed. There's amazing cinematography, and I'm a sucker for music and sound. Any good movie with good sound and music is amazing.
Or cinematography.
Yeah. Usually at the beginning of the year, you get like all your crappy movies, you know, but this is like a gem at the beginning of the year, and so I think I'm gonna give it an 8 as well.
So our final verdict is an 8.3, and I think its Rotten Tomatoes score is 84.
If you've seen Bates Motel and that's kind of your jam, Olivia Cooke is amazing in Bates Motel, but also...
She plays a completely different character in that too,
Yeah.
which is so cool.
If you comment, I will kill you and blame Molly for it.
I will ride a horse and rip its heart out as I ride it.
I'm not crazy, so I won't do anything. I love you all.
By the way, check out Cameron's YouTube
Yes,
channel,
Sleep
Sleep
on
On It
It
Entertainment.
With
He's a
video.
guest here.
I'm the
podcast.
star.
I mean, you're not sitting in the middle, so shut the up.
Peace out, guys.
Bye. Thanks so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed our review. Click here to watch our last video and here to subscribe. And tune in next time. High School Film Nerds!